Black Ops 4 released 7 years ago and is the most underrated and overhated zombies ever. Now, Master Prestige is one of the most famous goals in COD history, which usually takes weeks and weeks to reach. So, I wondered, how quick can I go from level 1 all the way to Master Prestige in Black Ops 4? Now, game 1, I already had a decision to make, which was to play the first game all the way through and see how many levels I can get, or immediately quit when I hit level 2 getting Stone Cold Stronghold so I can do the best strat on Alpha Omega in the next game. Now, for me, this wasn't a difficult decision at all, so when I hit level 2, I immediately just backed out so I can queue up into the next game. Now, for game 2, I'm just going to save your eyes because I turned on power, and if you know anything, you should not be turning on power for this strategy. And I also went down on round 8, so I just decided to leave the game. Now, it's been pretty rough so far, but I promise you, it only goes uphill from here. Game 3, I immediately turned on power, and something that I forgot to mention is that for this whole run, I'm only going to be using classic elixirs because the other ones are just too overpowered in my opinion. I pick up Time Slip, Stone Cold Stronghold, Ethereal Razor, and lastly, Electrical Burst in my modifier slot. I start hitting the box on round 9, trying to get the Ballistic Knife as fast as I can, because the quicker I get it, the quicker I can actually do the strategy that I want to do. Unluckily, I don't get it out of my first box, but that's alright. I pick up my first shield piece in Operations, the second piece I pick up in the cul-de-sac, and for the last piece I pick up in the beds area. I then make my way to the greenhouse and build the shield there, because I think that's the only spot you can actually build the shield in Alpha Omega. On round 16, I hit the mystery box for the last time, luckily getting the Ballistic Knife, which actually means I can start this strategy and don't have to do anything else. Now, for this strategy and this map, there really isn't much to go over, but on game 3, I managed to make it all the way to 70 when I decided to pause my game for the night and continue to play the next day. Unfortunately, my PC restarted in the middle of the night for a Windows update. My game ended on round 70, otherwise I saw myself hitting level 55 so easily on this map. Now I have to play this garbage, boring map one more time. So game 4, turned on power, I managed to get the Ballistics Knife on round 10, and then on round 10, I ended up taking my first down. Round 11, I actually took my second down, but wanting to get this done in as few games as possible, I decided to continue this game. I then picked up Electrical Burst, built the shield, picked up Winter's Wail, Ethereal Razor, and Stone Cold Stronghold. On round 16, I was back to doing the strategy I completely despise. Now I made my way back to where the last game ended, with only a few levels and few rounds left until I can Prestige. On round 78, I only had to get a few more kills until I was able to leave the game in Prestige. After getting a few more kills I needed, I immediately left the game, wasting no time so I can go ahead and Prestige. I managed to go all the way from level 38 to level 55 in that one game. Now with that all over, I can go ahead and finally Prestige to Prestige 1. Now I can use my permanent unlock token that I got from prestiging on whatever I'd like, which for me, I picked the Helion Salvo because it will be used on almost every map going forward.
So one thing that I haven't explained yet is my map picking process. So I am only playing one map per Prestige. So for Prestige 1, I only played Alpha Omega. But for the other 7 Prestiges going forward, I'll be playing one map dedicated to each Prestige. Now, there are 3 more Prestiges, so what do you think I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to decide when I get to that. On to the next Prestige.
Now we're on to Mob of the Dead, and actually Alpha Omega was strictly played on controller, but I decided to switch to keyboard and mouse because hitting one button on Alpha Omega the whole time just felt so boring. and I wanted to learn mouse and keyboard zombies because I just felt like it would be a lot better. So I turned the power on and decided to hit the box just one time, and luckily I got Symbol Monkey's actually first hit of the box. Then I decided to buy stamina, which is crucial for this map. I next decided to make my way through the catwalk, which if you don't know can be probably one of the most dangerous spots on Blood of the Dead. So I just decided to pull out my Ragnaroks and run the whole way, pulled out, so I can slam whenever zombies are in the way. I managed to pull the Ray Gun Mark II out of the box after moving it from spawn, and on my very next hit of the box after pulling the Mark II, I somehow got lucky enough to pull the Blundergat, which if you don't know, the Blundergat RNG on this map is actually pretty good, and you can get it very often. Then, luckily, a few hits later, pulled the Helion Salvo, and now I'm basically set up. I make my way down to the lower half of the map, and turn on power number 2, which spawns in a Brutus if you don't know. But luckily, with the Helion Salvo and Blundergat, makes it really easy taking care of it. Somehow a second Brutus spawned in, so I had to take care of both of them, but honestly it wasn't hard with the guns that I luckily have. Now after taking care of them, I quickly rushed up, got my second perk, which was Dying Wish, and then spent a few more rounds gathering points so I can purchase the last things I need. Like my third perk, I got Time Slip, which isn't really needed, I just put it in as my fourth perk. Picked up the Acid Gap part there, which isn't necessary, and then also picked up Quick Revive as my last perk and built the shield down at the docks. The next thing I decided to work on was Pack-a-Punch, so I have to suck up a few souls from the zombies with my shield, which can be a little trouble sometimes when you start a new round, especially at round 16 doing this, having to train the zombies. But I Spirit Blast the clock with the souls I gathered from the shield, which managed to get me Pack-a-Punch, immediately Pack-a-Punching the Helion Salvo. Now the goal of game 5 was just to level up my Helion Salvo as much as I can by just staying near the Pack-a-Punch and shooting it constantly over and over again. The strategy really wasn't much. I would just train here because on Black Ops 4 training is brutally easy. Unlike the older CODs, it can be a lot more simple. And I'd turn around and use my Galil whenever I could just to take out a few zombies. I made it to round 50 before taking my first down, which was just really stupid because this dog had just spawned in. And now when I got back up after being revived for my quick revive, I didn't really care about getting my perks back and continuing because I had already maxed out the Helion Salvo, so at that point I was just having fun trying to see how far I could get without getting any of my perks back, and I managed to pass one more round before finally getting stuck on this little corner next to the Pack-a-Punch machine. But with that said, that was game 5, and I managed to make it to round 51, which I was not expecting at all, going all the way from level 1 to 23, which is pretty solid if you ask me. Game 6, I did the free Easter egg to get the Blundergat, just so I wouldn't have to spend as much points, and then after filling up the soul box on the Warden's house, and bringing the flaming Blundergat to spawn, I was able to get the Magma Gat, and getting an achievement, which is pretty cool. I then immediately went ahead and Pack-a-Punch the Magma Gat, and then also immediately Pack-a-Punching the Helion Salvo as well. Now after doing all that, I just had one more thing to do before being able to start the strategy. It was getting Bandolier Bandit, which if you don't know, using Secret Sauce, trying to get Bandolier Bandit can take forever, but luckily I got it pretty quick. Now for the strategy, you sit here basically in the China Alley, shooting the Blundergat and pulling out the Ragnaroks whenever you really can. And if a Brutus spawns, the Magma Gat can take it out almost instantly because it's so powerful forever. Now on round 49, I pulled out my Ragnaroks, and you can see you can just kind of chill in this corner, not really having to do much. and the Ragnaroks will basically just take care of everything. Now, a little something that I picked up on while finding this out is right there, I pick up the tomahawk and throw it at my power up, which then brings the power up directly back to me, which I didn't really know, but I believe this is also a feature back in Mob of the Dead. Now, also, I didn't mention, you have to keep this door right behind you closed, otherwise the zombies will come from behind you. Now, you might be wondering why I'm not using the regular high round strategy on Blood of the Dead, which is just using the trap near the spawn room. And that's because, really going into this, I wasn't sure if traps gave XP or not, and I didn't really want to test it out and get to round 100 and only level up like 10 times. So I stuck to this strategy for game 6, seeing how far I could get myself. Now on round 61, I did get a bit unlucky here after getting hit so many times by the zombies, and then getting absolutely destroyed by this last zombie and a dog, having me go down on round 61. While managing to get my perks back, I did just purchase Time Slip and then made a few wrong cutbacks and had myself trapped in between this door, spamming the Magma Gat trying to distract them all, but unfortunately it just didn't work. Then, round 62, zombie had trapped me, I didn't have my Ragnaroks, shot the Magma Gat, and that was game over. Unfortunate game, but luckily I did go all the way from 24 to I think 35. So definitely not a waste of a game. Now unfortunately for game 7 I lost the footage to it, and I managed to level up 2 times and then died pretty early on. So it kind of sucks because that's a waste of a game, but I did manage to get 2 extra levels. Now for game 8, if you know anything about Blood of the Dead, you might know about the golden knife Easter egg, and I did this in this game and I was going to go over everything, but realistically it takes about 2 hours to get the knife, so I didn't really want to waste 5-10 minutes explaining how to get it. But if you want to know, just search up a video, it takes like 2 to 3 hours to get. And I got it in this game, and honestly it was not worth it at all, and I fully regret doing it. Because later on I learned that it's a complete waste and you actually don't even need it. The only thing it changes from the golden spork, I believe, is that the golden spork takes about 3 hits to kill Brutus and the golden knife only takes 1, which isn't really a big difference at all. So if I were you and ever gonna do this strategy on Blood of the Dead, just use the golden spork. Don't waste 2 or 3 hours of just wasting your time. I'll show you later the difference between the two, and honestly, it is just not worth it.
Now you can see the golden knife is one-shotting Brutus, and it looks sick, but honestly it's just not worth it. Now for the strategy, it's basically the same as Alpha Omega. It's really boring and tedious, but once you have the golden spork or knife, you just sit in this corner with your Stone Cold Stronghold, and the zombies kind of just pile up right in front of you, just like Alpha Omega, and they won't really touch you. But sometimes zombies can slip behind you, just like these guys. They can take a different path, especially if there's a drop in the way, so you just want to be careful of that. Now, just like I said with the different path thing, you can see that the drop is right in front of them, and I lunge towards them because they're taking a different path, and I go down around 56. Not terrible, definitely got some levels out of it. I managed to go all the way from level 37 to 46, so not too bad. Now for game 9, it's kind of the same setup, except I just won't be getting the golden knife this time because it's brutal, and I'm sorry for repeating myself. I just have to make you guys understand that it is not worth it. So I kill Brutus, collect the key, and build a shield in the docks area. Go get the Hell's Retriever so I can start getting the golden spork, pick up Ethereal Razor, Dying Wish, collect the Acid Gat, then get my Winter's Wail, and lastly Stonehold Stronghold. Here I'm just shooting off the plates off of the water tower for the last step of the golden spork, and I get the last ones there, throw my Hell's Retriever, pick up the spork, and now we're all good. So we're back to doing the same strategy, and as you can see, it's the exact same thing. It still one-shots the zombies no matter what. You'll see here, Brutus spawns in, comes up to me, and he does his little shock power, but with the Stone Cold Stronghold, he doesn't even hit me. So it doesn't matter. The golden spork, golden knife, just get the golden spork, save your time. And yeah, this is the strategy. We can do this until we prestige, hopefully. On round 59, I am 500 XP away from prestiging, and I ended up killing the last zombie. 100 XP left. When the round changes, you get a little XP from that. So that's prestige 1 out of the way. So the last game of Blood of the Dead, I managed to go from 47 all the way to 55, which is pretty solid. And now all I have to do is prestige. For the permanent unlock token, I decided to choose the Wraithfire because it's the most overpowered equipment in Black Ops 4, so it was honestly a no-brainer for me. Now, on to Prestige 2. So I chose Alpha Omega next because I thought it was kind of an easier map, at least easier for Black Ops 4. And I pick up Dying Wish there, then jump down. This was just stupid. I end up going down around 10, but whatever, not the end of the world. Move on, turn on power. Then round 14 here, I kind of get swarmed, get down to 50 HP. Decide to shoot a zombie when there's 40 behind me. Stupid move, end up going down. There I just decided, let's leave this game because I don't want to take another down and have to restart on 40 or anything. We do go all the way from level 1 to 6, so an absolute terrible game for me. Game 11 doesn't go much better than game 10. I take a really stupid down just like all the other ones. I'm just playing terribly and I decide to end my game. I reach level 7, an absolute waste of a game again. For game 12 though, this one's starting off well. Turn on power, pick up the first shield piece in the docks, second one at the lagoon, third at the lighthouse, and then decide to build it at the lighthouse station. Now I didn't know this before this game, but if you hold interact on those glasses, you get an extra 500 points, which is nice. I go to the cave to pick up the rock for Pack-a-Punch, and then my next step is to get the dynamite, which isn't to blow up any of the barricades around the map. It's just so I can hold the dynamite pieces. That way no special zombies will spawn in if you're holding all 3 dynamite. I go up to the lighthouse, place the blue rock, let the wizard or hermit do his thing. I pick up the piece for the zip line, then collect my second dynamite part, and start rotating the zip line. I pick up my last dynamite part right on the sun deck. I head to the bridge, turn on power, then drop down where I got down in my first game. Pick up the cog for the flinger. Then pick up my second piece for the zip line so I can start readjusting that. I pick up the zipline handle from the hermit so I can start ziplining to the facility. Then I place the cog from the flinger on so he can start fixing that. I turn on the last piece of power there in the facility so I can start getting Pack-a-Punch. I pick up Dying Wish. I pick up Stone Cold Stronghold. Then for my one of my secret sauce slots, I get PhD right away, which is really nice because it can take a while. Then on round 14, I got the Helion Salvo out of the box, which is really nice to have it as early as possible. I start spinning for my secret sauce perk. Every 1500 points it costs to get a new perk. And like I said before, you can get really lucky with some of them, like I did for my PhD. But for this one, whatever it was, I could not get it for the life of me. I probably spent 40,000 points on this thing, and I couldn't get Bandolier Bandit. So you see me shooting the air there. I was really happy about that because it took way too long. For the strategy now, you're sitting at this window, and this is where the only zombies come from. So I Pack-a-Punch my Helion Salvo around 22, I also have the trench gun because if you pack punch it, it can shoot grenade launchers, which is really nice. But I head over to golden pack punch just because it costs less and upgrades your gun basically 4 times instead of 1 time in the pack punch machine. But there I go, I'm all set up, I'm ready to go. And as I'm all ready to go, my game decides to crash. So that's awesome. But I'm not gonna repeat all that again. So I'm back to where I was basically just a few rounds earlier for game 13. And just really unfortunate with all the game crashes. I left it overnight, came back, and it crashed. So more in depth about this strategy, you just want to pull out the Ragnaroks and they will kill every zombie. None will get through if you place them at the window. And you basically just want to use them right as you get them. And I decided to use the trench gun here, right? Because the explosives and they're one-shotting. With the Kyra freeze, it slows them down as well, but also they can start to jump out of here and start piling up, which can get a little scary, especially when you're going for a high round or something. But once my Ragnaroks get charged up right there, do a couple splashes with them. On 38, I decided that the trench gun just wasn't safe enough for me, so I started to hit the box to spin for the ballistic knife so I can start working on the Tundra gun. Because the Tundra gun is like 100 times better. It's the Thunder gun but shoots ice. But here you gotta run around the map, throw snowballs at 4 different targets within, I think it's a minute or 2 minutes, but once you hit the 5th, the box will open, you get the Tundra gun, and yeah, it's basically the Thunder gun, but instead it's a little snowy or has a snowy effect. But the exact same thing here, you see, just freezes them. It's working 100 times better than the trench gun, so I'm happy I decided to do that. As you can see, I'm jumping through rounds because this is the easiest strat on Black Ops 4. Hit 75, hit 100 there. My first 100 of this series so far. A few more do come, just gonna say it right now. But I hit 100 and I'm only level 48, so I need to go a little farther. Get a dog round on 109. So that's an easy 110. Then on 114, I had another dog round and I managed to hit 115, which is pretty awesome. And there we go, I'm max level. I can go ahead and prestige now. I go all the way from level like 17 all the way to 55, which is definitely my best game yet. And all I have to do is now prestige. For my permanent unlock token, I chose to unlock the Strife. We can now move on to Prestige 3. For Prestige 3, I decided to choose Dead of the Night because it's a little bit more of a challenge than the last few maps I've been playing, and I just felt good about this one going into it. So my first goal was just to hit level 6 so I can unlock Secret Sauce. That way for my next game, I can get all the perks I need and be able to do the strategy I want to do. So I hit level 6 and I immediately just back out. For game 15, here we go. I turn on the Sentinel artifact, and I'm going to be talking a lot because there's a lot of steps to do in this map, so get ready for that. But I activate the Sentinel artifact, and then here I go shooting around the pots trying to find the crystal, to which I have to fill it with souls so I can look into it and find my first piece to unlock Pack-a-Punch. So there I got the scratched painting, so now I have to look around the map trying to find the scratched painting. There we go. Now once you interact on the painting, a ghost will pop out and she'll just bring you around the map, and she's going to bring you to the fountain, I believe. I don't know if it's different in every game, to get the first pitchfork for the Pack-a-Punch. On the way there, picked up my first shield part. Now she made it to the fountain. I don't know what she does, interacts with it, disappears, and then I'll get my first pitchfork, which is the red one. So there we go. Next I pick up one of the pieces of metal I need for silver bullets, and then enter my second crystal for my second pitchfork, which is showing me, I think that's the Temple of Ra, I believe. Find my second piece of metal around the map and enter my third crystal, which is the clock. So I go to the clock, interact on it, and you basically just gotta stand here until the countdown goes down to 12, I believe. I think it's like you just gotta wait like almost a minute standing in there. Once you're done that, you can collect the second pitchfork, which is the green one for me. Then I head to the laboratory, pick up the sulfur for silver bullets, and in the study I find another shield part. Make my way to the to the perk of raw, and here we're just killing vampires until you're able to pick up a pitchfork, which is the blue one. And after that, I go and find the charcoal, which is another piece for the silver bullets, and pick up the poop in the cemetery, which is another piece for silver bullets, I believe, and pick up my last shield part in the balcony. So here we go. I'm building the shield in the smoking room, then crafting the silver bullets in the wine cellar, or I guess the pan in the wine cellar, and crafting the silver bullets in the library for silver bullets. So now I start hitting the box. Luckily I get homunculuses pretty early on, and I pick up my first perk of the game, which was Stamina Up, then Dying Wish, Stone Cold Stronghold, and next is my secret sauce perk, which, like, just in the game of Alpha Omega I just played, I could not get lucky for my life with this one. I spent way too many points to finally get PhD. I was super happy about that because it took me way too long to be getting PhD. Like, I swear the game just didn't want to give me it. But now we're just hitting the box. I got the Alistair's Annihilator, which is the wonder weapon of this map, which is pretty sweet, but I traded it in for the Helion Salvo just because that's really all you need for this. I put silver bullets on the Helion Salvo, and now just making my way to Pack-a-Punch, which I use the 3 pitchforks that I gathered around the map to stab in here, to open the door towards Pack-a-Punch, and then here a werewolf comes flying out of the trees, which, if you have silver bullets, you take them down quite easily, and with the Helion Salvo and silver bullets, it's brutally easy. But there I pick up the wolf blood, and now we're at the Pack-a-Punch machine. I activate my Dying Wish here, almost went down, but luckily I saved myself, and then here we're just Pack-a-Punching until we get Firebomb on the Helion Salvo, which took me a lot more tries than you'd think, and I got Kyra Freeze on my pistols, that way for insta-kills I can save ammo. And now we're sitting in this corner of the library, and it's a pretty risky strat, but you can go to the master bedroom, which I do until about round 50, just because the spawns are a lot quicker in here, and it's a little more dangerous to be camping in the bedroom. So I decided to just camp until I think the end of this round, and then I made my way back to the library just because it can get really crowded in here if you're not careful enough. But I'm pulling out my special weapon as much as I can to use that because it's infinite damage, I think, until like infinitely. So round 53, I'm back in the library, and here this is why I won the starting pistols, because during insta-kill, having these weapons, having 8 explosives in each gun is really overpowered and helps me save ammo in my Helion Salvo. So these were just really helpful the whole game, and I recommend using them if you're going to be doing this. But making my way through the rounds here, the werewolves can get a little close to you, and the zombies can flood pretty quick. So you definitely got to be keeping an eye on that the whole time. But I pick up a carpenter there just to refill my shield, which is really nice in Black Ops 4. And also, one thing that I haven't said is the silver bullets. If you have silver bullets right there and your gun has silver bullets, you can just go up to the table and get infinite ammo, which makes this game 100 times easier. Like, you can just keep buying infinite ammo the whole time, which is just ridiculous. It makes this game way too easy, which some people don't like that about zombies, but I feel like that's how zombies is supposed to be played. Like, it's a solo game where you want to be as powerful as you can, but I get where they're coming from. It can be a little too easy sometimes, so not hating on that. But through the rounds here, second game on Dead of the Night, managed to hit 100, which is awesome. So that's the second 100 so far, and there's many more to come. I'm only level 51, so I had to keep going just a little bit more. Managed to hit level 55 maxed out on 108, so that's awesome. And now we can go ahead and prestige here. I go all the way from level 6 to maxed out 55, with just smashed Alpha Omega from, 25 to 55, so that's awesome. But here we go, we can go ahead and prestige. For my permanent unlock token, I decided to use it on PhD just because of how unlucky I've been with Secret Sauce. But other than that, on to Prestige 4. So for Prestige 4, I wanted to do Classified because it's a little more relaxing than the other games I've been playing, and I just kind of wanted to zone out and be able to hit my next Prestige. So I unlocked the first perk I need, which was Stone Cold Stronghold, and I'm making my way down the elevator here. And this game is really just to unlock the perk Victorious Tortoise for the strategy that I'm going to be doing. So this game doesn't really go that far, but I'll take you guys through it with me. So I make my way down to the laboratories to turn on power to get access to everything in the map. I'm turning on all the DEFCON switches there and making my way to the President's Lab where I can get the last piece for the Pack-a-Punch to make my way to it. I pick up Dying Wish there, build the Pack-a-Punch like platform, place it down, and this will send us to the moon after putting in the 5 DEFCON switches again. Brings us right to the moon, which I think is so awesome to have it here. And here we go, we just want to Pack-a-Punch to level up our Strife as much as we can as well. That's what this game is for. Pick up my second perk, Death Perception there. Go back. Keep upgrading my Strife. Got Kilowatt on it, which is kind of what I wanted because I think it's the most powerful. Or Firebomb. I'm not sure which one. Let me know because I'm not really sure which one's the most powerful. But as I'm moving on here, I'm just training around. Get downed on 15. You know, not a big deal with this because I know I'm not carrying this game on. So round 18 here, we continue leveling up my Strife as much as possible, just trying to get it maxed out. And we're just creating loops here in the war room, which I found just to be the easiest because you can't really camp. But as I say that, I go down here, lose my Dying Wish, but whatever, not the end of the world. I managed to make it to 28 here as I continue training, and right here I'm able to level up and I hit level 14, which will unlock Victorious Tortoise for me. But I got to level 31 first game, and so I got the last level for my Strife and got to level 14, which was for Victorious Tortoise. So I just spammed my gun and just decided to leave the game so I can move on to the next one and start doing my strategy there. I go all the way from level 1 to 14, which is exactly what I needed, so I'm very happy about that. On to game 17. I pick up my first shield part, which if you don't know, that's what I'm going to be using this whole game because it's really easy. It's probably the easiest strat, and I know I probably said that 100 times, but Black Ops 4 is a lot easier. So I pick up another shield part there, make my way down to the laboratory to turn on the power, and then pick up another shield part there, and get my first perk, which is Victorious Tortoise, which is so overpowered, especially if you're on Classified and doing the strategy. I then pick up Time Slip because it's kind of a whatever perk. I think it charges the shield faster, I can buy it quicker, and then I also pick up Stone Cold Stronghold while trying not to go down here. Almost did, it was pretty close. So I build the shield in the weapon testing area, which is where I'll be this whole game because it's absolutely broken with Victorious Tortoise and the shield. So here we go, we're picking up my Secret Sauce perk, which again, It's taken me way too many tries. Like, I don't know what it is, if it's just me or if it's the game, but it just never wants to give me the perks that I need. Like, seriously, I don't know what it is with this game. I think it just hates me. But finally, after so many points, I get the perk I want, which was Winter's Wail. And now I'm all set up. No, I don't have to pack-a-punch any guns this time. I can sit in this corner with the Wraithfire that I unlocked with my second permanent unlock token. And yeah, you're basically looking at this strategy. The zombies can't hit me even if I turn around because the Victorious Tortoise. And I can just use my gun that's on the shield to shoot all the zombies. And then there I just look to my left and I'm able to repurchase the shield, which gives me back full ammo in my shield, which is just stupidly broken. But here, make it to 50 really easily, make it to 75 even easier, as I'm just shooting away, not doing much. Like, seriously, the most mind-numbing strat. More boring than Alpha Omega by far. I would not want to do this, but again. But you can pull out your Ragnaroks and just sit in the corner, which I like to do every once in a while, as much as I want actually, when they're ready. And it just clears out zombies for quite a while. But here, make it to round 99, and the zombies do take a little bit more damage up here, but it's not like I'm gonna get down because I have a shield right there that I can just keep buying whenever I need ammo or whenever the durability's low. It's honestly broken. See, the shield breaks right there, but I'm able to purchase back in time with the Stone Cold Stronghold. I won't get hit, so I won't go down. So it just makes it a lot better with these 4 perks. Not even. And there we go. My third 100. 3 100s in a row. Which is completely awesome, and I still got a few more in me after this. But round 100 here, you see with the insta-kill, it's completely broken. Like, stupid easily. So on 105 here, pull out the Ragnaroks, and we're getting really close to prestige. On 100 I was level 51, and now on 106 I'm max level 55, so I can go ahead, leave the game because that one was super boring, and I can go ahead and prestige, going all the way from level 14 to 55. Not better than my last one, but pretty damn close. So super happy about that. Only taking about 4.5 hours, but now I can go ahead and prestige. Now, call me crazy, but for this permanent unlock token, I chose to do Secret Sauce just so I wouldn't have to waste any more games. So it might be stupid, I don't know, I liked it. On to the next map. 999. I decided to choose 9 to have something a little more exciting, and I can tell you this was my worst map by far. For whatever reason, I had the most trouble on this map, and I wasn't managing to get past like round 80, I think it was. I just couldn't do it. But for the first game, game 18, I get Stone Cold Stronghold, immediately leave, and then I'm back on the next game, game 19. Here we're just gonna be doing the challenges to try and get the Strife. I complete the first one there, get a few extra points, especially with the bonus points, that helps. Collect the first shield part there, slide under this so I can do the next challenge to be able to get my Pack-a-Punch Strife, which is so awesome to have on this map. It is a really awesome map. I'm a big fan of this map, but for whatever reason, this one was giving me so much trouble. So I hit the first gong here, Temple of Ra, and kill the 2 gladiators that I need, collecting their head, which is 1 of 4 that I need for Pack-a-Punch. I hit the second gong here, take out another gladiator there, or I forget the names of each one. Pick up the cup there for an Easter egg that I'm gonna do. Pick up the sword. This Easter egg grants me a free perk I pick up another shield part there, and pick up the helmet, sorry. And once you put them all 3 on this boat, put the barrel in the mouth, there's a lineup over on this side that I'll use, which I think I hit it first try, but I throw both just in case. And it will light this boat on fire, which after, I think it's 3 or 4 rounds, maybe, I forget. But it will grant you a free perk, which is really nice to have every game. So I recommend doing that every game. So I collect the next shield part and the next gladiator head. And now I'm doing the last one, which is the tigers, which they can be super dangerous in the map, but they look so cool. So I'm a big fan of that. I go ahead, build the shield down in the pit. The brazen bull, sweet name for the shield. And I'm going ahead and activating Pack-a-Punch so I can start Pack-a-Punching my guns. I collect my first perk, Dying Wish, and then I'm still going to be doing these challenges so I can get another extra perk, so I can get 2 free perks on this map. Here we go, I'm surviving a full round in the temple there, and I go back up, get a special ability that will refill my specialist, pick up PhD slider that I just unlocked from the other prestige unlock token, and Stone Cold Stronghold as my 3rd perk. And then right here, you get a little gladiator. I get Winter's Wail, which is the perfect perk for this, honestly. And you can tell everything in this game is going super good. But it's secret sauce time. You know what's about to happen. Not 1, not 2, not the 3rd, not the 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever. I think it was probably the 10th, 12th perk that I got in this game that took about forever. I got Bandolier Bandit, which is the one I wanted. So I'll definitely be using my permanent unlock token probably on that because of how much I keep spinning for it. But here we go. I finish off another challenge and I just need 1 more until I can get another free perk. But round 17 I start spinning the box again, trying to get the homunculuses, which on round 18 luckily I do. And then also I'll be trying to get the Helion Salvo as well later on. But for my 2nd perk, I get Electrical Burst, which is honestly probably the luckiest combo I could have gotten is Winter's Wail and Electrical Burst. Both will just stun the zombies. But I just wish it went better. So I get the Helion Salvo round 23. And I immediately start Pack-a-Punching that because, of course, the most overpowered weapon in this game. I'll be using it for sure. And so I'm just Pack-a-Punching it as much as I can to max it out. Pick up another full shield there before going into the flooded crypt to start the strategy here, which isn't a bad strategy at all. I think just my first time doing it, I was playing it pretty poorly. So here we go, round 49. Things are going great. Things are going amazing. And see, the zombies, they can start to flood pretty quick in this, and you get all the special zombies on these maps, which I'm not the biggest fan of, especially that water one. It will basically boost the other zombies' health, which is, I just don't think should be in this game, but whatever, you live with it. So I'm moving on, round 58 here now, where I activate my Dying Wish, almost going down. Pull out my specialist to try my best not to go down. I don't know what I was doing there. I had my pistol out and I take my first down, round 58. Unfortunate, losing both of the extra perks that were so good. So I was really sad about that. But I get my PhD back, I get my Dying Wish back, and round 60, we're back in the spot, doing our thing, you know, specialist weapon. Yeah, I love the specialist weapon, it's so sweet. And then I take another down right as a nuke is in front of me, so really unfortunate with that one. And this time I ended up losing my Bandolier Bandit, so I gotta keep spinning for that. And here we go, my insta-kill. I decide to run when I should have just kept shooting with my pistol. Taking another down, unfortunately, so I can't take another down. I pull out my homunculuses, get blinded, and that's how she goes. Round 60. Not too mad about that. Go all the way from level 2 to, I think, 26. Okay. And I unlocked Bandolier Bandit, so no more secret sauce for me. I don't need secret sauce. So game 20. That game wasn't terrible, but it doesn't get better. So game 20, do the same setup, get my free perk, which is Mule Kick. Absolutely brutal, but I don't have to do my secret sauce, like 40 spins on that, so I get all my perks. Second perk, Stamina Up. Not great because I am camping, so it's really just unfortunate. I got so unlucky with these perks, but so lucky the last game. I decided to change my strat up for this game because the Danu tunnel is much faster than camping in the other location, except when you're in the Danu tunnel, it can get really risky at times because the spawns are so quick that the zombies will overflood like crazy. So on round 44 here, as I'm shooting my rocket launcher, a Blightfather spawns in, and my Stone Cold Stronghold isn't charged up, so I end up going down, unfortunately. But losing the 2 perks that don't really matter, honestly, Mule Kick and Stamina Up. I pick up Dying Wish there and PhD again, and immediately get back to the next spot because I thought the other one was just too hard for me, or I just wasn't playing it well enough, so I decided to switch it up and go to the crypt because I felt much safer and much better doing this one since I played last game in this area for so long. Here the special weapon again, just overpowered in the chaos mode, and then here on round 58 I'm starting to get flooded and too many zombies around me. Unfortunately going down on round 58 again, losing 2 perks. Now something really strange that happens here is when I pick up Stone Cold Stronghold, you can see I hold out an elixir instead of the perk. I don't know why that happened, I just thought it was really funny. But then my Bandolier Bandit ended up working correctly. I've just never seen that before, and maybe you guys have, but I just wanted to share that because I thought it was hilarious. But now we're back in the crypt, getting past round 60, so definitely still doing all right. Can't say doing terrible. On round 65, I end up popping my equipment to try and get my homunculuses back. And then when I pull them out to go throw it, just a stupid move, I go down round 65. So that is my last life and I can't go down anymore now. So now I gotta be really careful. But I get back up, you know, pull it back together almost, especially with this Blightfather who's coming directly at me. Somehow, some way, I stay alive. Luckily I get a nuke, so that was lucky, but I get my 2 perks back. And now we're kind of ran out of ammo, so I'm just kind of training here in the spawn area, which is not great, especially with the fire that keeps rotating every time, but you know, we make do. And there we go, we finally get the max ammo so we can go down to the crypt and start continuing doing the strategy that we so much love. And we hit round 70, but then on round 71 my Dying Wish activates while I grab a max ammo, so I'm not terrible. I probably should have thrown a homunculus here because it would have kept all the zombies away, but whatever. I get back up, doing my thing, shooting at the ground. My Stone Cold Stronghold's not there, and I end up going down, dying on round 70. So again, not terrible, but just not exactly what I wanted. Reach level 40 there, and for this game, this is the only time I ever played this, but I decided to play Rush because I was having such bad luck with 9 and camping in the crypt that I kind of gave up on that, and I needed a change. Like, I just needed a break from all of that, and I kind of just kept going down. Even in this mode, I just wasn't having it. And this is just like you're gathering points basically by defending like rooms and picking up these little yellow coins that just add to your score. And you can see I have a multiplier of 75, but end up going down anyways. So just made it even worse because I'm still quite a bit of ways from leveling up to 55 and being able to prestige. Like just from that game, it was probably almost an hour I played, or half an hour. I leveled up once, not even 2 times. Yeah, 30 minutes. I leveled up once. So again, now I'm back in the Danu tunnel, trying to, have some revenge here and play better. But 55, I head to the crypt, and this time I decided to keep both of the doors locked there, if you saw that. And I just kind of thought it would kind of maintain spawns more, even though it would be a little slower. But I thought I would just do better, and you can see I'm hitting 71 quite easily. Still got to 80, which I just felt so much more comfortable with those 2 doors closed, even with all the zombies still. It's still a quick spawn, but I just felt a lot more comfortable. And then here on 86, I hit max, so I was super happy to be done with 9, and we end up going all the way from 41 to level 55, so that just felt good getting that map done. And now we can just go ahead and prestige and move on to the next map. I chose to permanently unlock Arsenal Accelerator, but whatever, on to the next prestige. Voyage of Despair. A lot of people, I don't know, hate this map. Me, I'm not really one of them. I don't hate it. Like, I enjoy playing it for the most part. The Easter egg I haven't really done, so maybe it's that I just need to do, and then I'll hate the map. But I actually kind of enjoy this map, so I wasn't too mad about playing it. But for my first game, you know the drill. Just played until I got Stone Cold Stronghold, or I guess level 5, and decided to reset. So for game 23, pick up my first shield part, pick up the part for the Kraken that I'll be using later, activate the Sentinel artifact at the end of the boat, and pick up another shield part, pick up Stone Cold Stronghold in the engine room, pick up a part for the Kraken again, pick up the last part for the Kraken that I'll need, and pick up the last shield part in this room's. Decided to build the shield on the poop deck, which I don't know really how many buildables there are around, but built the Kraken in the engine room, the upgrade station for it at least. Round 8, started to hit the box for the first time. First spin got Homunculuses. Don't know what happened there, but got super lucky, so was really happy about that. And round 9, the next round, got Helion Salvo, which I was just feeling really good. I pick up PhD, and then got a fire sale, so that was really nice, even though I kind of had everything I need except for the Kraken, which I luckily got a couple rounds later, so really good luck in this game. So I was really excited about this one. And I end up picking up Dying Wish finally, round 13, and here I am trying to kill the correct zombies, the lightning one, to get its foot so I can place it in the upgrade machine for the Kraken, allowing me to have the lightning ability, which, if you don't know, the lightning ability is by far the best. Right there, I just picked it up. So head down to the Kraken upgrade area, get the lightning ability, and I immediately go to pack-a-punch it because that thing will definitely be needed. And I love this. I love the Kraken. I mean, a lot of people hate it, but I don't think it's a terrible weapon at all. I mean, it's a little, damage is quite bad, but other than that, not terrible, honestly. I think the design on it's beautiful, but here we go. You know the drill. Spinning the secret sauce, get Bandolier Bandit, and now I'm all set up for the strategy, which is just camping in the grand staircase, the lower part of it at least, and we're flying through rounds. 43 now. This is where you want to stand for the strategy. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Just trying to get this done, but 43, using the Kraken here. You just want to be shooting basically at that pole. See, the jump to 70 because I'm flying through rounds. Like, seriously, the strategy is really easy. Ammo is not too big of an issue until you get a little higher, but we hit 80 already. I can't believe how fast these rounds are actually going. Like, this map I actually enjoy. You can see me getting low on ammo there. So I decided to pull out the special weapon, which is amazing again. So after round 80, we hit 89 where we have to swap our abilities to the ice one just because the electricity one, I didn't have any ammo in it and it just wasn't cutting it, and I didn't get a max ammo quick enough, so I decided to just play the next few rounds with the ice, just trying to get a max ammo as quick as possible, or even get the lightning ability again. And I end up almost going down there with the Dying Wish, but Dying Wish, one of the best perks in this game, ended up saving me, so really happy about that. Next round, round 90, we're still doing the same thing with the ice. We're trying to train as best as we can, but I get caught up. I don't know how they hit me with my shield turned towards them, but I pick up my Stone Cold Stronghold in the engine room here, and then I decide to pick up PhD again in the dining hall, and here I was running out of ammo with the ice one, so I had to swap to the poison. But once I switched to the poison, luckily I killed an electric zombie, picked up his foot, and we had the electric version of the Kraken back. So definitely feeling more comfortable with that. Here you see me back on round 91 in the lower grand staircase. It's taken 2 shots now, but you can see they just lay on the ground every time, so it's truly not that bad. People complain about it too much, I think, but I'm enjoying it for sure. So round 95, it was getting pretty late, and I decided to turn off my PC. Well, not turn it off, but take a break because I was gonna go to bed. And unfortunately, when I went to bed, woke back up to go continue to play, another crash happened. So we ended up not reaching 100, even though I was at 95, which was brutal. But I went all the way to 47. And then another time I queued into a game, didn't get the right stuff, so I ended up backing out. And here we go, just building the shield, gathering all my perks again. The Kraken, I got it back quite quickly with the lightning ability on it. Picked up my last perk, Dying Wish there, and we're back at it at 51. Like, if my game didn't crash, I would have hit 100 so easily, but unfortunately, of course, I had to go to bed. But right here on round 69, we max out Prestige 6, so we can go ahead now and back out on round 69 and go ahead and Prestige. I was expecting around 100 on that map, so it was a little sad, but going from 47 all the way to maxed out 55 on that one. Only spending about 2 hours on that game, so not terrible, but here we go. Now for my permanent unlock token on this one, I finally did it. Finally just got Stone Cold Stronghold, and on to the next map. Now, one thing I want to say just before I start this game is this is actually my second time playing this map, whether you believe me or not. Like, Prime Fortnite was out at its time, so can you really blame me for not playing this map when Prime Fortnite was out? But whatever, second time playing it. I go ahead to the road and I pick up my first shield part while heading to the amphitheater to activate the Sentinel artifact, which is a really cool lockdown here, unlike any of the other maps with the Sentinel artifact. You see Pegasus come down and strike all the zombies down, just kind of helping you out here. Now we have to do these challenges to activate the blue flame or whatever and get some rewards. So some of the challenges can be really easy, or some can be really annoying, like this one where you just kind of have to recover health and it'll kind of slowly progress the ability. But for the first one here, we really just get points, so nothing crazy. We need to get 1 legendary and 1 epic, I believe. So I immediately just start up the second challenge here. Finally get epic on round 7. We activate it, and for our free perk from doing that, we get Mule Kick. So absolutely garbage. Like, again, Mule Kick 9, and now Ancient Evil. Absolutely ridiculous. I didn't even end up taking it, but pick up my Dying Wish there and go ahead and pick up another shield part. Pick up the saddle that I'll be using for Pegasus, which spawns this gladiator. I don't even know what its name is, but he's really sick. But with a special weapon, he was pretty easy to take down. And he gives the last shield part, so that was a really cool boss and a really cool thing they added to this map, which I really enjoyed. So I build a shield there, and Pegasus comes and picks us up to bring us to the Pack-a-Punch machine. This I absolutely loved. I didn't even make it this far in my first playthrough when I played it. I really just played for like 10 minutes, so seeing this for the first time was awesome. And we travel through this waterfall, and he ends up dropping us off in this, I don't even know, this cave where the Pack-a-Punch machine is. We get dropped off by Pegasus though, and now we're searching for all 3 parts for the Pegasus Strike, which are all in this cave area. So we pick up the first and the second, and now the anvil kind of portion of it, and you build it right on this wooden stump, which is really awesome. I really enjoy there. And now we have it. This we have to activate. We have to let the bird out of its cage, and now we're doing the second one here. And after you activate both, the Pack-a-Punch then will open. So now we have Pack-a-Punch open. This next step is for the gauntlet that we'll be getting. And for this one, we're gonna have to get all 4. But I pick up PhD there and start the first upgrade for the gauntlet of Charon or Charon, however you want to say it. I say Charon, but I finally get the first version of it and then hit the box once. But now we're trying to do the level up portion of it, which can take a while. Once we kill enough zombies in that, we have to drink this little portion, which makes us so our health doesn't regenerate. And we kind of got to go all around the cave searching for these small little coins. I think we have to find 3 of them, and then once we find 3, we can place it in the statue. Now we have to prove ourselves to upgrade it again, which is quite easy. The effect is super cool. It drags them down to hell or wherever by pulling a zombie down with it. So now for the next upgrade, we gotta get the blue flame, throw it at the statue there, getting the next one. We then pick up the Helion Salvo. Sorry, there's so much going on in this one. It's absolutely ridiculous, but we Pack-a-Punch the Helion Salvo just for some safety, honestly. And now we're basically leveling up each one here. Now we're doing yellow or lightning or power. Our first secret sauce hit, unlike any other one, we get Bandolier Bandit. Now doing the green one, the last one. And we decided to pick up a perk that we haven't used yet, which is the Luna perk, the dog, which is really helpful, and I'll be showing you guys why later on. But now we're just doing the last 4 challenges for each hand so we can upgrade the Hand of Charon to its max, like to its most powerful ability. For this one, we just got to take down 4 of these guys, or 3, and then now we're back, and we got to take down 3, I think, Blight Fathers to upgrade it. Once we take down the 3rd one, we can then go ahead and put our gauntlet or hand into the Pack-a-Punch machine, which now we have it fully upgraded after so long. So here, this is it. We're basically at spawn in the corner, and we decided not to open the one door for spawn reasons. And you can see the zombie the hand attracts each zombie and pulls them down, I don't know, to hell or wherever, but it took me so long to get here on round 48. Now flying through rounds because of how good this wonder weapon is. Like seriously, second time playing this map and it's one of my favorites. But you can see Luna, he'll kill the zombies and you see he has these little blue power-ups, and the one I got here was the max ammo, which only refills a mag, but the hands are a mag. So the blue ammo will fully refill the hand and get you so much more ammo than waiting for the next max ammo. You see here, fills it up again, and he can get you points as well, and also the specialty one here, which will help refill your specialty weapon. So again, a perfect perk to have. Luna, absolutely awesome. Round 67, we placed down the Pegasus strike for the first time. Looks absolutely sick. We got Pegasus right above us, putting down the guard, and you see the lightning effect is super strong. It insta kills all the zombies around. Just absolutely mind-blowing of a power-up. So here we're using the same specialty weapon we always use, and we decide to camp in this corner and just kind of shoot straight forward because there's some spawns that are quite far back, and we're just meleeing to kill all the zombies that are coming at us from the right side. So we have max ammo. We take our dying wish, almost going down, which luckily we didn't, but now we're on round 94. Like, second time ever playing this map. It took me forever to get here, but it was absolutely awesome. Here I got blindsided, went down round 94, so kind of unfortunate. And getting back up here, I kind of forgot where to go to get my perks. Like, this is my second time playing. Like, I just kind of got lost. So right here, I almost go down again. I had to pull out my special weapon last second, almost going down. I got down to 40 health there, so cutting it a little too close, but I pick up my other perk, I pick up Dying Wish, and refill my shield, which the shield run can be really sketchy, but now on round 94, we're back in the same area. And now round 99, which I was super happy to get round 100 on this map. I absolutely love this map. This was one of my favorites to play by far. I was just super happy I got to hit 100 on it. And we even go even farther. Like, at 109 we hit level 54, so we gotta keep playing a little bit more, as much as we can, to max out on level 55, but we hit 110, like third highest round so far, or I guess second, but on 112 with the Pegasus strike down, we hit max level 55 and we can go ahead and prestige. But this map did take me from level 1 all the way to 55, which is the first time of this series that we've done that. Spoiler alert, it happens again. Stay tuned for that. But this map did take forever. It took 6 hours, I think the longest time that I've had on a map so far, but now we can go ahead and prestige. My permanent unlock token on Prestige 8, I decided to go Bandolier Bandit so I wouldn't have to use Secret Sauce anymore, even though I got lucky. Now we've played every single map, so you might be wondering what's next. So let me explain it. So now that we've played every single map, my next goal was to try and reach round 100 on the maps that I haven't yet. Meaning Voyage of Despair, 9, Blood of the Dead, or Alpha Omega. Now those are 4 and I only have 3 prestiges left, so I gotta pick 3 of those to continue to play and try and reach round 100 on. So that's my idea. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys understand why I'm doing it this way. But now, on to the next prestige. We are back on Alpha Omega, probably the most mind-numbing map that we've played. Honestly, it's really a toss-up between Alpha Omega and Classified, but I think this one honestly takes the cake. I get my first perk Round 6, Ethereal Razor, build the shield, you know how this goes. Pick up Dying Wish, pick up Electrical Burst, and lastly we get Stone Cold Stronghold by round 10. Round 12, I'm hitting the box, get the Ballistic Knife pretty quick, honestly. So, pretty happy about that. We're doing the strat already, move on to round 20. Boom, hit round 30, hell yeah. Boom, on to 40. We keep flying through these rounds. Boom, 50. Next one, what is it? 60. And you know I gotta show the 69, of course. And then boom, hit 70. We're still flying. Hit round 80. Still flying. Hit round 90. And we only have a little bit left to go. But on round 90, if you saw that, I hit level 53. So we really don't have a lot of time. So 94, we're only 1 kill away. And we're already maxed out. I could have continued to go to hit 100, but that's not the point of this. It's to hit it as quick as possible. So I immediately back out on round 94. Unfortunately, not hitting the round 100, but still getting through that prestige and pretty close. Going all the way from level 1 to 55. Tying our best. Can't really do much better than that, but so we can go ahead and prestige. We're at the point where permanent unlock tokens don't really matter, so I decided to unlock Winter's Wail just cuz. We can now move on to the next prestige. If you don't remember, the first time we played Voyage of Despair, I only hit round 99 and my game crashed, so I felt like I had to get my get back and hit round 100 on Voyage of Despair. So we start the game off strong, get the Stone Cold Stronghold, pick up Dying Wish, build the shield at the poop deck, collect my Bandolier Bandit, no secret sauce for me, get the Kraken, and lastly pick up my last perk, which was PhD. We pull the Homunculus out of the box. Round 12, we're flying through this, get the Lightning Zombie ability, and lastly pick up the Helion Salvo round 19. All we really got to do is start pack-punching our guns, so pack-punch the Helion Salvo max, get Firebomb on it, and now we're really doing the strategy, you know, where you move on to round 30, and this is just like Alpha Omega. 40, I'm not really showing you guys what's going on because you know the deal. 50, 60, now we hit 70 again, moving on, round 80, hit 90, and now 93. Hello. I don't know what happened there. That was absolutely brutal. On the insta-kill, it was just really unfortunate, but I go ahead, pick up my 2 perks again, and we're already back doing the strategy. It's as simple as that. It was just a really annoying down, especially with the insta-kill on. Round 100 though, we hit it on Voyage of Despair, so that's another one to add to the list, and we're only a few levels away from being able to prestige. So we just got to continue on playing. Round 105, we're at level 53, so only 2 more to go, and on 109 we are just a few kills away. I was hoping to get to 110 on this after getting the 105, but you know what we gotta do, we gotta leave as soon as we hit the max levels. So on 109, reaching our, I think, 4th highest, 5th highest of this entire journey, going all the way from level 1 to maxed out 55 in one game. So with that out of the way, we can go ahead and prestige. So at this point, for our permanent unlock token, it truly does not matter. So I just choose to unlock Victorious Tortoise for no reason at all. Literally just a waste. But with that said, we can move on to the next prestige and the next final map. Yes, we are back on 9. I chose to not do Blood of the Dead just because the round 100 strategy really doesn't give XP, but round 9, the map I had the most trouble with, I felt like I had to come back and change it up and hit this last round 100 for my final prestige. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. We pick up our upgraded strife after doing our 4 challenges, and we pick up the last head for the pack-a-punch while also picking up the last shield part for the shield. Now we go ahead, build the shield down in the pit, and immediately open up the pack-a-punch machine. So moving on from there, we go ahead, pick up PhD, Dying Wish, Stone Cold Stronghold, and Bandolier Bandit with all our perks. For our first free perk, we get Electrical Burst, one of the best ones that we can get for this, that I think we can get for this. The second one we pick up again is Deadshot, so that's really unfortunate. We get Homunculus so late, round 18, and we get the Helion Salvo even later, round 21, which is just ridiculous. But we go ahead, start pack-a-punching both of our weapons so that we can start doing the strategy and start leveling up. We're flying, we hit 30, we hit 40, we then hit 50, and we choose to leave the temple because last time we died super early. And I do go ahead, pick up the trench gun again just because I thought that was a better choice than the pistol. So now we're hitting round 60, round 70, it's coming so close. On round 70, things get a little out of the ordinary. My shield breaks while insta-kill, and I go down round 70. Things are not looking great. But I immediately get back up and pop my anywhere but here, almost dying there. Picking up my PhD and my Dying Wish once again, and we lost our Electrical Burst, but it's not the end of the world, and we're back to doing the strategy. Everything's going well. We hit round 80, and then after that we hit round 90. Things are looking great for us. I'm just trying to hit this round 100. Now, unfortunately, of course I have to say this on the last map. Round 92, or I guess 93 to round 100, I didn't press record. I don't know what I was thinking, but I forgot to press record. But you heard that right, I did hit the round 100. I just wish I showed it. But here we go, I have the footage of me on round 100, just not it switching to 100. You can see I'm on 100. I was super mad about that, super upset, but whatever, life will go on. So before we start back to go into the strategy, we pick up the shield, and again, we're in the same spot, trying to preserve ammo as much as possible, but you can see here I'm only down to 2 shots, and I'm getting a little nervous, and I end up taking it down by the one zombie on that staircase on round 104. But luckily, I still got 1 life left, and I'm trying to hit this in one game, get to 55 in one game. So I pick up my Stone Cold Stronghold again, and I pick up my Bandolier Bandit with everything back. I pick up another shield, and I hit 105, but we gotta keep it going. So 106, get into a little predicament and go down, losing our last down. So for the rest of this, we cannot go down. And with the lack of ammo, we needed help. So we had to start training in the spawn room. And I almost go down here, but I save it. And unfortunately, I had to train all of round 108, all of 109, all of round 110, all of 112, all of 113, and all of round 115 without a max ammo or without the drop. So I had to train in the spawn room, which is so sketchy with the fire, to be able to keep this map going. And on 115, we hit 116, and we have a little bit of XP to go. So it looks like we kind of turned things around here for ourselves, and we're gonna be able to do this in one go. So I'm really, really happy about that, and how this whole prestige, how quick I can get it, master prestige, went. Like, honestly, I've had such a blast throughout this entire thing, and I can't believe that now it's coming to an end after taking so long, hours and hours editing and talking to myself basically and playing along for so long. I can't believe it, but there we go. I don't even get to prestige, unfortunately. I don't know why the game does that, but it just immediately enters prestige master, which I get in the game, but I would have liked the satisfaction of hitting the max prestige button or prestiging again for one last time, which would have been so much nicer, but whatever. Now, with that done, with the final game done, we can go to my stats, which all of you are probably waiting for. So here we go. 31 games, I don't know where that game came from, but 370,000 kills, 20,000 headshots, and we hit round 116 is our highest round, not bad. We hit a total of 6 round 100s with Alpha, Omega, and Blood of the Dead not being the 2. I just wanted to go over this quickly, which was all the high rounds on each map. So 109 Voyage of Despair, 108 Dead of the Night, 112 Ancient Evil for my second time ever playing it, 94 on Alpha Omega, 115 on Tagged or Toten, our second highest, 106 on Classified, 62 on Blood of the Dead being our lowest high round, and lastly 116 on 9 being our highest round of each map. Now we have to apply the Master Prestige calling card, otherwise, it's just not official. So, it just looks so beautiful, and I'm so happy I have it, so I gotta equip that. Now, the last thing that I want to show is the elixirs. I haven't opened one elixir yet, and I saved all of them up for this very moment. So I do have 2,500 ready to open them all, and I'll show you guys afterwards how many of each elixir I get. So after that final one, we didn't really get much. We can go ahead and check all the talismans and all of the elixirs. So I got quite a few commons, didn't get all of them, most of the rares, quite a few legendaries actually, and only one epic, unfortunately. But for me, I don't really use talismans, so I didn't really care. I more cared about these. So elixirs, I got multiple of each common one, happy about that. I still don't really use many, but rare, I got each one multiple times, happy about that. Legendary, I didn't unlock one, but still good. And for epic, I did get 2 perkaholics, but everything else was kind of pretty dry. I was a little upset because I thought I was going to get a lot more elixirs from 2,500 Nebulum, but that's okay. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for sticking around, and maybe go check out another video. Again, thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you soon, and bye!